everyone, welcome back to my channel where I'm talking about anxiety-depressive disorder. So there is one more thing I want to tell you before I have to go to work. Actually, the most important thing, I don't know why I decided to tell about this thing in the last video for today, but anyways. Okay, so you know about all this journey of my anxiety and depression, and that it has been quite tough, and there were lots of times when I just couldn't deal with it, but nowadays I can bear it away more easier. And I want to tell you how, actually. In October, I decided finally to go to a psychologist, to have several psychology sessions and see if something changes. Like, I knew they would help, actually, good specialists, but I was too depressed, I was too anxious and everything and all together in order to believe that it would help me. Yes, so I just started looking for different people on the internet, reading about them, and I found one specialist and decided that probably it's going to be a good chance to see if it happens and it's going to be a good experience. So I went to the first session, and even after the first session, at the end of the session, I wasn't that depressed as I was at the beginning of the session. We started working through different problems. My first problem for the specialist was my anxiety, and we started working through it. I realized that anxiety actually isn't a bad thing for us, that it has a mechanism and it says us that something is wrong and that probably we should change something, or we should do something else right now instead of what we're doing. And at the beginning of the session, the psychologist suggested me to draw on a list, to draw my anxiety on a list, how I would express it, and then to draw myself. And I decided to draw like an orange fire, and it was huge, like a part of that list was just fire, and next to it was small me. And she told me that I felt my anxiety level was so high that I couldn't deal with it, and I told her that it was the truth. Then she told me about all those mechanisms when we actually need anxiety. And I started feeling different about this emotion, not that negative, And at the end of that session, she suggested me to draw again that picture, to draw as I felt it. And I draw myself, a bigger one on that list, and I draw anxiety, still that orange fire, but it was quite small, and I felt that it was the truth for me. I felt like I could deal with it if I was able to understand that anxiety wasn't there to hurt me. It was there just to give me some signals to help me to remember something or to think of myself more, that, you know, it's not that negative. When you feel bad, you want to think that it's the worst thing you can feel ever, that it has only negative connections in your head. But then you realize that probably no, and it seems so negative only because you believe it. And I was like, wow, probably it's not like that, and I can do something about it. So right now I can tell you that I'm quite okay. Like, I'm trying to calm down myself all the time and tell myself that it's not a bad thing right now happening to you. Probably it's a signal from your body that you have to change something or that you have to do something else. And also, my psychologist, she told me about different techniques how I can reduce my stress level, anxiety level, and one of the best techniques were breathing techniques, but they were quite different from those that I had previously tried. So yeah, I guess that's it. I wanted to share with you. Yeah, and it's time for me to go to work. So yeah, stay positive wherever you are. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.